Now I run my hands to your pockets. If you got any sense in your head, finna knock it. Oh, airhead ass nigga, I'm finna pop it. We the Bloods, my whole team wear red. We the Houston Rockets. Red flag on me like I'm Rambo. Quarterback. When the tabs pull up, I scramble.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This your boy Tony Black, voice of the block. And right now, you already know you tuned into Ghetto Gossip Live, man. Let's make sure that y'all get him a voice and everything like that. And then we're going to go in and get up in here with a little warm up. Y'all heard me? So let me go in and see what we got. Let's check out this sound real quick, y'all. Make sure that we good. Make sure we good. Y'all make sure y'all get the likes up, man. Y'all make sure that y'all donate to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all do all that good stuff to get your boy in the algorithm. All right, we got some sound. We got some sound, man. First of all, we're going to start this thing off warm up. You know what I'm saying? We ain't did no warm up ever before. So this is the first time that we're going to be doing a warm up. Trina, she been getting booked for doing little shows and stuff like that. Y'all know Trina from back in the days who used to do a whole bunch of songs with Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Well, she done got married. You know what I'm saying? And her husband or whatever like that, he's a rapper. Up and coming rapper, you know, whatever the situation is. He probably using her for her, you know, to move up in the rapping position. You know what I'm saying? But he can't rap. Fans mad at her because they booked her. They ain't booked him. They don't want to hear him. The fuck? Trina, what you got going on? Like, now I see if it was like a nigga like Trick Daddy, you know what I'm saying, who they had or who she had there, you know, performing. But this is an unknown nigga. We only know this nigga because this nigga is married to Trina. And then it looked like the boy YG, you know, it looked like YG finna go to jail. It looked like YG real deal finna go down. It looked like the bodyguard, you know what I'm saying that he know that YG did the shit by YG eyes, you know what I'm saying, by the way that YG walked, you know what I'm saying, like his whole appearance. He knew it was YG that YG actually did the hit, according to, you know what I'm saying, the bodyguard, allegedly. You know, allegedly. That's what I'm gonna say. I told y'all when these rappers go quiet, they up to something. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna get into the real deal, you know what I'm saying, why y'all came to this live, man. We got that boy Charleston White. Charleston White got, you know what I'm saying, he ain't even get shot at. No, Charleston White didn't get shot at. You know, back it up a little bit. You know, Charleston White, we already know Charleston White very disrespectful. You know, Charleston White said whatever come to his brain. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like Charleston White for that. And a lot of people do fuck with Charleston White for that. Jay Prince and Jay Prince Jr. You know, Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying? That's the father, Jay Prince Jr. Them two dudes, they get into a lot of shit. They like some YNs, you know, if you ask me. Because they do YN shits. Like they supposed to be OGs, but they pushing young niggas to do shit or other niggas or other people, you know, to do shit. They ain't doing this shit they self. Look at what happened with the takeoff situation. You know what I'm saying? Look at what happened with the BN10, you know what I'm saying, situation. You know, look at what happened with this situation. You know, Jay Prince then was there. Jay Prince then was there. And Jay Prince then probably was somewhat around with this Charleston White thing. Now, Charleston White went to Fifth Ward. You know, that's Jay Prince them hood. You know, and Charleston White stood 10 toes down by himself, no strap, no mace, with a girl. With a girl. He wasn't worried. Charleston White ain't give a damn. Charleston White wasn't scared. You know, Charleston White said some shit that we'll say when we get in the car. Well, what I say, go, go, don't stop. A lot of people start panicking. Charleston White didn't even have a strap in the car. Was them dudes scared to, you know what I'm saying, push up on Charleston White, put hands and feet on Charleston White? They tried to scare Charleston White. That's what they tried to do. They tried to make Charleston White not want to come back, not want to speak on the things that Charleston White want to speak on. That's what they tried to do. I don't know where, you know what I'm saying, mob ties them really actually come from. I don't even know what work mob ties them actually put in to get their hands dirty with red stuff on it. I don't know. I haven't seen them do it themselves. Because a real OG, a real stepper, they're gonna do it themselves before they put other people up to do some dirt. You know, they wanted Charleston White to apologize for the shit that Charleston White been saying on the internet, not towards other people, more like towards them and they city and the kids that's around them. How Charleston White saying that they can't read, and you know what I'm saying, that's very disrespectful to speak on them kids like that. Charleston White, you gotta watch your mouth. Charleston White be doing a whole lot of stuff for clout chasing. And when you do things for clout chasing, stuff like this happen. Now I can tell you one thing. Charleston White he wasn't scared, but I could tell you that his chest was pounding. He didn't know what was going to happen next. He didn't know who could have been following him. He didn't even know if it was a tracking device on the vehicle just that fast when he wasn't around the vehicle. Charleston White played it safe. Charleston White got the fuck up out of there. Charleston White ain't try to be a gangster. Charleston White is not a gangster. A lot of people should be scared of somebody who will say, if you do something to me, I'm going to call 911. And I ain't talking about September 11th. I'm talking about 911, the emergency, the people that'll put you in jail, the people that'll come pick your body up. That's what I'm talking about. The people who will come put out a fire. But more likely, I'm talking about the people who will come put you in jail. That's who Charleston White will call on you. So it's not safe to play with Charleston White. If you're gonna play with Charleston White name, you better be, you know what I'm saying, ready to play back on his name and go back and forth with Charleston White on the internet. Because if you try and get too personal like this, now what if that bullet would have went up in the air and came down and hit an innocent person? Ain't no telling what else mob ties them be doing that we don't see, don't know about. We probably only know about this shit because it's Charleston White, you know, and it be takeoff and it was like being 10 and All Star JR. Because the people from Detroit area, they know about All Star JR. Well, when that shit happened, we knew about All Star JR. I ain't never know about All Star JR before that situation. You know, Jay Prince did some dirty motherfuckers. You know, Young Boy was fucking with, you know, Jay Prince, and something with Young Boy house got broken into because of Jay Prince them. Now what if Young Boy was in there sleep, man? You know? What if Young Boy was in that crib sleep when Jay Prince them sent them niggas over to Young Boy house when they broke in Young Boy house? And Young Boy had to defend himself or try to defend himself. See, it ain't safe to hang around them dudes, you know. And Honeycomb Brazy got to get away from them dudes because they gonna have that. They gonna make him slip up and have him in a fucked up predicament. He already a hothead. He already really don't give a damn. It's just gonna be a matter of time before mob ties boost his little peanut head up. And I'm talking about Honeycomb Brazy. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You know, the guy that always be going to jail who That's another guy who I say he can't rap. You know, I guess people just like him because of his rap energy, but he sound the same. He rap and talk about the same thing over and over on repeat. Hey, doo doo, doo doo doo. He doing ABC rhymes. Yeah, honeycomb brazy. Mob ties got to be set down. They got to get set down, man. They got to be investigated because they doing too much shit. They gonna fuck around and cause a goddamn a mass shooting, bro. Like because it's gonna be mob ties. There's gonna be a innocent stop bystander with what I'm saying with that thing on them. Mob ties gonna be there, and some shit gonna pop off, and the innocent bystander just gonna go to blasting because the innocent bystander gonna be scared as hell, and it's gonna be mob ties no fault, and the innocent bystander gonna get blamed for that shit, and y'all know that. Now we gonna get back on that Trina situation because we already done warmed up, as y'all can see. Now, why the fuck is Jay Prince Jr. and Jay Prince moving the way that they fucking moving instead of signing niggas in the rap industry, moving like real OGs is supposed to move? Why they ain't doing that, family? Because they want to be in the center of attention. They want to be talked about. They want to be in the news, in the headlines. But one day they're gonna be in the headlines and it's gonna say RICO. Yeah, we already know that. What I'm saying? Jay Prince them got a cop, or ex cop that they real cool with. What I'm saying? But that still don't, or that still can't, or that still ain't gonna stop the from coming. I say that ain't gonna stop the RICO from coming just because you know a cop or ex cop. You doing some dirty shit. And then that cop might not even want to get, what I'm saying, shoelace tied up in the shit that you got going on. So you're gonna have to settle down, or else they gonna settle you down. See, you getting by with it just for right now. Jay Prince and Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying, mob ties, you know what I'm saying, Junior, you know what I'm saying, y'all getting by with it for right now, but it's gonna be a matter of time for that shit catch up with y'all, bro. And y'all should be too old to already know that you can't get by with shit forever. Y'all know the guy that had then knocked off somebody and 24 years later he got caught up. That can be you guys. Meaning good things, if you call that a good thing, but bad things or whatever, don't last forever, bro. So good things don't last forever because it's gonna get old. And old shit don't last forever because it's gonna break fast. When them cops come and pick up mob ties them, somebody gonna break fast. Somebody go tell. See, they think that they street right now, but we see this shit over and over and over and over and over again. It don't matter how old they is, it don't matter how young you is, and we know that these guys don't want to go down for the rest of their life that they got. They about 40s and 60 years old. They don't want to do the rest of their time in the pen. So somebody gonna end up snitching. They don't want to lose the money and the street attention that they got. So somebody gonna flip, like I tell y'all, like fish out of water, bro. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all that shit right now. Listen, Charleston White, bro, you gotta stay safe. And Charleston White, if you're gonna be pulling up all them straps and all of that stuff that you be pulling up online, Charleston White, you're gonna have to have it with you. Because motherfuckers gonna try you. Motherfuckers have tried you. And motherfuckers gonna always try you. Y'all tap that like button, get the likes up. Let me know what y'all thinking in the comment section right now. Do y'all think that mob ties need to settle down and chill the fuck out? And do y'all think that Charleston White need to chill the fuck out? Do y'all think Charleston White got the content that he wanted to get? Cause y'all know we had people running up on Charleston White, but we ain't never had nobody fire that, you know what I'm saying, thing off, you know what I'm saying, in the air or around Charleston White in the middle of a argument. We ain't seen that, you know what I'm saying, with Charleston White, but we seen Charleston White clutching on his strap, you know what I'm saying, when he was doing interviews and all of that. So, yeah, Charleston White got to chill out also, you know, with the top of the line disrespect, man. He Charleston White is like the most disrespectful person, you know what I'm saying, that I can tell you that I know because of the things that he say. And then Charleston White trying to say that it's content, but me, I don't think that it's content. I think that he be saying what's on his mind, and I think the people around Charleston White tell him, bro, that's fucked up. And then Charleston White come back to the internet and try to clean it up. The truth hurt. That's why y'all come. That's why y'all be tuning in, because y'all know that I be telling the truth. And I don't really give a damn who like it. And I don't really give a damn who do and who don't. So I don't give a damn if you like it when I, you know what I'm saying, keep it real, tell the truth. And I don't care if you don't. I'ma just tell it how I want to tell it. Charleston White, and don't nobody want to go through no shit like that again. The people in the army don't even be wanting to go through that shit when they ducking and dodging. But Charleston White ain't have to duck and dodge, but he never known where that, you know what I'm saying, pow came from. It could have came from one direction, and then it could have came from another direction. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, it could have came from two directions. The first one could have been for who all gonna duck. The second one could have been in, oh, that's Charleston White. We don't want to see that shit happen, but I'm just saying it can happen, and that's the things that do happen. People do lose their life for talking so much shit, bro, and getting caught off guard, bro, and not having a strap and not having a vest on, bro, and not being able to get away on time and being in the wrong place at the wrong time, showing people your location. You know, Charleston White speaking on the microphone real loud, letting everybody know he here. Mob ties, I'm in your hood. I'm in Fifth Ward. If you hear me, come do something. He wasn't expecting that. He thought they was gonna run up like everybody else did. Like everybody else did. That's what Charleston White was thinking through his brain, man. How long we been talking about this shit? We've been talking about this Charleston White for about 18 minutes, man. 18 minutes strong. We've been talking about this shit. Now that Melly, I think Melly fucked around and, you know what I'm saying, probably knocked off his homies. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all don't think that Melly knocked off his homies, then Portland had to knock off the homies. So what I'm trying to say, if Melly didn't do it, Portland did it. And if y'all don't think neither one of them did it, then shit, allegedly shit, you did it. That's what I can say. Because for one, just like Lil Dirt, how we know Dirk ain't getting out of listen. He do a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, talking about everything that he know in the city of Chicago. You know, they keep pushing Dirk court dates back. Same thing with, you know what I'm saying, young nigga World Melly. You know what I'm saying? They keep pushing his shit back, meaning they can either be getting more evidence or looking for evidence. Yeah, they can be, you know what I'm saying? Now, Portland, I think Portland's scared of Melly because I get myself up out of this situation. You know, it's so much women out here on this earth that for him to be locked down with men, unless he like being locked down with men. I'm talking about Portland, and I'm talking about Melly because if them was your dogs, and if you got them tatted on your body, if you went through that ouch pain to get these dudes tatted on your body, why won't you say nothing? If you fuck with them for real, why won't you say nothing? If you ain't did shit, I've been sitting here thinking about this Melly shit, and I'm like, damn, like Melly really, like Melly fried, and they sitting here playing with Melly. They trying to get Melly to talk and make Melly say, "I did it." They not finna let Melly out. They keep denying his bail every time he try and get out. You not getting up out of here. You not flying away. You not, nigga. You called this girl that you was dating named Mariah. I think that's her name allegedly. After the hit, and you was outside, nigga, and you was in the woods when you called her. And then he went to Fredo Bang house. And then he trying to promise all of these people so much things because he's a rapper. And they thinking that he gonna be free and he gonna get this stuff because they haven't found the strap. And then I don't even remember or think that they did the blood. I mean not the blood, but the what you call it, the gun residue. I don't even think they tested him for the gun residue. So he changed clothes. The you know what I'm saying? It was so close. The blood had to get on his clothing or his skin. So they just fucked all the way up. But that still don't put it past the fact that they know deep down inside, and Melly know deep down inside, and his girl and his mama know deep down inside, and everybody else like me and you know deep down inside that this nigga did some sour shit to his homeboys. What's the update, Tony Black? The update is the nigga Melly killed them niggas, bro, and he ain't getting out. He ain't getting out. He's never getting out. You know, he not gonna never get out. Why? Because he was a hater. Why? Because he is a hater. Why? Because that nigga always been a hater. He used, you know what I'm saying, his two homies, you know what I'm saying, Juvie and Sat to get on. Cause they started this whole shit. You know, in young nigga world, it's a lot of people in it. Cause it's a lot of young niggas out here in this world. It's a lot of young niggas out here in this world that look up to the dumbass shit that this clown ass nigga Melly did. And I didn't got caught up in the conversation and all that. Y'all make sure y'all donate to the channel. And I forgot to even pull this up on the screen for y'all, man. I forgot to even pull this up on the screen for y'all. You know, Melly did it. That's why he's still locked up. That's why he never got bail. That's why Portland was able to get out, but he got out and fucked up. We can't feel sorry for nobody like this. I don't even want to listen to nobody music like this. I don't even know why they let somebody like this get on and make that shit seem cool. Nigga, you killed your homies because they rapped better than you. They dressed better than you. They women looked better than yours. So you ain't had nothing but envy from murder on your mind. That's all you had on your mind from day one. And you was plotting that shit on your two homies that you grew up with. Y'all the same house, raw, allegedly. You know, y'all slap box. Y'all drunk out the same cup. You know, y'all wore the same clothes. And you betrayed them like that. And what's the dude name? What 100? Track 100. Track 100. He know this shit. And he keeping it a secret. He don't give a damn. And I want to ask everybody who has something to do with that situation or who know about that situation, man, where the fuck that strap at? Because if this nigga got out and FaceTimed his girl from the woods and they ain't found that strap in the woods, who did he hand the strap off to? Where is it at? They ain't even found it in the streets. I mean, your dog gold tooth was in the cup holder and the door holder, bro. And the door. Nobody couldn't have did that shit from the outside. Whoever did that shit was on the inside in the back seat. When we looked at that camera, seen that camera, that nigga Melly got in the back seat. Unless, unless, unless it was somebody already inside of that vehicle, inside of that Jeep that we don't even know about, that we didn't even see, is the person who did it. So if Melly and Portland didn't do it, it was somebody already inside that vehicle, family, that did it. And I'm just speaking from all different sides right now. And then when I come from doing all of that, I'm gonna come back and tell you, Melly did it. And then I'm gonna come back and tell y'all that Usher did the right thing. Usher did the right thing by kicking her, turning his back and kicking that girl off stage. Because for one, when I first seen it, the first thing that came to my head, man, she trying to get a lawsuit. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all make sure y'all comment below and let me know y'all thoughts on this shit. Let me know y'all thoughts on this shit, man. Let me know what you're thinking about right now. You know, Shorty she wanted a lawsuit. We already know, y'all already know, and we always see what happened in these R&B concerts. We know it's Chris Brown. We know it's Usher. We know how them boys get down. Now, she say she only came for Chris Brown, but Chris Brown didn't come for you, because if Chris Brown came for you, Chris Brown would have called you up on stage. So yeah, you might as well have took what had came to you or what you had got. And you didn't even take advantage of that opportunity and try to have fun with the person who you was able to have fun with. You went viral for really the wrong reason. I'm talking about the chick, you know, who Usher was singing to, who he was nice enough to bring her on stage. And she didn't even want to play along. She tried to act stuck up. She didn't try to act stuck up. She did act stuck up. Like she didn't even want to be there, but she was there. But she was like, whoa, Usher, you getting a little bit too close. Usher. They say that allegedly that Usher probably got or had herpes. So she like, you can't kiss me and I take that back home. She's not playing that. But what if Chris Brown would have did the same shit to you? And by these dudes bringing anybody on stage, I'm pretty damn sure that these dudes probably then brought some he she's on stage, some gals, some guys that want to be gals. I'm pretty sure that they didn't brought some of them on stage, because they just bring anybody on stage. They get in all of their face. They feeding them strawberries. They kissing any and every. That's what I be seeing Chris Brown and Usher doing. Might as well say they be fucking on stage without fucking on stage. I mean, you know, when you go to an R&B concert, man, these dudes gonna be touching all up on you. The dudes in the audience, if they don't see you with, you know what I'm saying, nobody, they finna be trying to get lovey-dovey with you. If you got a man at home and you don't like him, you finna go home and that's what happened when you go to an R&B concert. It's supposed to get you juicy. It's supposed to get you ready. It's supposed to put you in the mood. But Usher say, man, all of this shit that's going on right now, ain't no way in hell I'm finna get caught up in no situation like this. Because she could have easily said that she said stop. And we know she didn't say stop. We're gonna stop that right here. And we're gonna stop that right now. She can't come back to this internet or come to this internet and say nothing about how she felt or what she said, because she already came and spoke her piece. She can't never come back after Usher, and Usher, you can't never let her come back to a show. You gotta have fake recognition and remember when she come, Cause that gal, she gonna try to set you up, Usher. And Usher, you married. So she kind of respected what you had going on also. Wow, a lot of other women didn't. Wow, you don't. Why you don't? Because of the things that you doing, you married, bro. The things that you do, and you already got a boo. So you trying to be a player. What you trying to get is you trying to get your boo more than allegedly probably you trying to get you you trying to get her that NBA young boy. That's what I'm gonna say. You trying to get that girl that NBA young boy. Usher, chill. You know what I'm saying? You did the right thing by kicking off stage, but you know it can happen. Plenty of other girls can come back and say some shit. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown, you already finna go to jail. When you get out, chill. Don't be doing that because them chicks will come back and say some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all don't even know if y'all be bringing dudes on stage. You know what I'm saying? They be dressed like women. So y'all boys better be careful out there when y'all be bringing these different people on stage, bro. Getting all up in their face, bro. Trying to sex them all up on stage, bro. You niggas crazy, bro. Hey, this your boy Tony Black Man, voice of the block. Hey, I'm out. I'm gonna see y'all Wednesday. Peace. Let's get up out of here.